Good morning. Welcome back to the homestead.
I don't know if you can hear me from all the cicadas, but it's time to get on the electrical. I'm going to add a box, an external box out here just temporarily. So it won't be temporary, but it'll be something we're going to use on the property. It'll cut us from having to use the generator all the time. So the first thing I need to do is put a panel on here so that I can mount the box to it. So that's what I'm going to do now, is measure for that piece of board. It's going to go across, and then we'll mount the board to the H-frame, and then mount the box and all of that stuff. Alright, so it's about 40 inches. Let's go cut a piece of wood. Okay, we're just going to use this old piece of wood, nothing new, nothing fancy. But for the moment, let's just cut it. We know our measurement on the width is 40 inches. I'm going to go 12 inches high. Gives me the alternative to, or the ability to add and take away. So let's get to cutting. That should do nicely. Mark it so we can drill it. I've not dealt with this particular kind of box before, so we'll be learning this one together, I suppose. Okay, I'm going to bolt this in just using lag bolts. Super simple. Just need to drill a pilot hole so we don't split the wood real bad. Okay, well, these boxes come with plugs to plug up the extra holes. You can get these with 3 holes like this one, or I think, gosh, they've got one that has holes on every side. I only need the 1 hole, so that's from the top. This piece is a piece of flex conduit. It's made for outdoor use. It's got a rubber O-ring to seal against the panel and seal against the box to keep it from leaking. There's a couple of different ways you can hook it up. They come with a thread-on PVC to slip into PVC conduit. That thread's on here, or you can thread it with the capture nut here up inside the box, which is what we're going to do. So next we need to open the box up and punch out the hole that we're going to use. tighten the conduit up to that, and then we'll position the box and screw it in. Okay, I'll do my best to not get in the way of the camera. This box came with some breakers, with a 30 amp and 320 amp breakers, so good deal. Didn't have to buy any breakers. Now these wires that come in here, and here, this is the neutral and ground. These are the two hot legs, here and here. These breakers are off, so none of this should be live. This is the ground. So as long as we don't get stupid and turn breakers on, we should be okay. Now, I've not had a lot of luck getting these plugs out clean, so I thought I'd drill a hole in one and see if I could get it done that way. I'm not an electrician by trade, but I do play one in the movie. Okay, we got to mount the box to the board now. They provide two mounting lugs here with screws. Those screw onto the back here, and then those will screw into the wood. Okay, that's the part I'm familiar with. Now we got to run the wires. Okay, well, I've tested the main bus. All of this is dead right now because I had it cut off. The only hot spot is there and there. These two big wires here. This is the ground, liquid. And so what we need to do now is run wires through the box, which, isn't very much. Make sure this is long enough to do what we need it to be. We're going to go down here. I'm going to go against the grain and then normally start at the top and work down. Because this. Alright, the battery on the camera died when I was on the other side. I did run the Romex through the short little piece of conduit. It's not hooked up on the other side. So we can do this side first, get all the plugs in place and that kind of stuff. Okay, what I'm doing here, these three pieces here will be jumper wires to jump from one to the other so that they're both on the same circuit. Okay, I'm not liking how this is turning out, mainly because of the ground. I'm going to start over with the Romex, make it longer, give myself a better chance of some success here. Again, I'm not an electrician. Managed to stab myself with the wire. Cut myself pretty good there. Well, I'm going to have to go put a band-aid on it. It's just going to bleed. Get all over everything. Be right back. Okay, all bandaged up. So, lesson to be learned, don't stick your finger up in the conduit trying to guide this stuff through when you're shoving on it. Especially since you just cut it off and it's all sharp now. So, what I didn't do or allow for was the ground. The ground needs to go to both receptacles, and I didn't leave enough wire to do that. I don't happen to have any wire nuts on me or anything like that. So, plus this is heavier duty wire, heavier gauge wire than your standard house wire. Because of the distance we'll be running extension cords and stuff, I thought it better to use the 10 gauge instead of 12 or 14. So the plan now is to run the ground to this one, loop it through, and then over to this one. That should take care of that. Okay, so your white wire, which is your neutral, goes to the silver screws on your outlet. Black wire, which is your power wire, goes to the gold screws. Okay, that's the weatherproof, weather-tight box. Now we got to go on the other side and hook it up to the panel and to the breaker. Okay, you can see our Romex coming out here. We need to make sure it's long enough to go here and here. Okay, we'll flip the main on and see what happens. Nothing. 120. Take the other side. $120. 120. There we go. Now we just got to put this cap on. There it is. All right. Now we'll plug something in and see if it works. Got a little ahead of myself. I got to put the panel on. Okay, off to get an extension cord. All right, well this is a 10 gauge 100 foot extension cord. Why so heavy? Well, we're going to run the RV refrigerator and stuff off of it. Nick's over on the other side of the property a little bit. So that's why it's so big. Because it's going to be plugged in most of the time, I'm going to zip tie it so it doesn't get yanked out. And I'm zip tying it up off the ground so we can weed eat around without hitting that. All right, let's run it off toward the RV, see how it goes. Okay, success. No more generator running in the background. Still have a ton of electrical to do. We've got trenching and wiring and all that stuff to the individual buildings, to the RV. We need to run a 50 amp all the way to the RV. We think we have the general location, permanent location of the RV picked out now. Things have changed off and on because of decisions we made, bringing in those two underground shelters, one root cellar, one storm shelter, and planting them where we did changed things drastically. These 4 buildings that you've seen us put up, those are in a different place than we originally planned. Just a lot of decisions and a lot of changes. But we think we've got a pretty good plan to iron out now. We've got before we can put the RV in its permanent spot, I've got a ton of trees to get rid of. Got some leveling to do over there, but that's for another day. For this day, the electrical's done, the RV is running just fine on the 110 that's going to it. It is 20 amps, so it will service the microwave, the refrigerator, so on. It won't run the air conditioners yet, but that's okay. We've got fans, even though it's only getting down to about 80 degrees at night, 78 degrees at night. It's, once you shower off, it's not too bad. It's almost sleepable. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time that you spend to watch us do stuff out here on the homestead. I hope anything I showed you could be helpful. If you have any questions, shoot us a comment. We love you guys. We appreciate you watching. God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Have a great, blessed day.